Hey guys, I recently got a comment here on YouTube asking me to do a rain tutorial. I'll put that somewhere over here. I also got a few on Facebook recently, I believe. If I can find them, I'll also put them up there. And a lot has been going on for this song recently, as I just put out a cello cover for it, which is a lot of fun and a cool way to test out a new instrument of mine. And also another cover that just came out by Lidlurch is his username. I don't really know how to say that, but I know his real name's Zach, and he did a version of it on a PVC pipe instrument that was incredibly cool, really awesome, really cool to see. So I'll put that here too, if you want to check that out. Really cool, Zach. So yeah, I'll start going through it. This song is the song is completely based around just the delay effect, so you will need to have that, a delay pedal or something in the recording software you're using, or for me it's on my amp, and this was actually a big part of why I bought this particular amp, is because I wrote this song on it and I really wanted to have that certain delay. So sometimes people ask me, people who are going to cover the song will ask the delay settings, and I don't know, because it's all just pre-built in here. So I'll turn on right now. So you can see the delay effect. Whatever you play, it just throws back at you, which is also can be kind of frustrating live if you're playing and you miss a note, because if you miss a note with delay on, you really miss it a whole bunch of times. So one mistake turns into quite a few. But either way, for this song, all the notes are really quick. So let me turn the delay effect on because it's giving a bunch of crazy noise there. They're really quick, and for the majority of the song they're palm muted. So I have the meat of my hand here, right here at the end of the strings, to get a quick type of sound instead of a. And then throughout the song I actually like to start palm muted, and then the further it goes along and the more it intensifies, the less I use palm muting and the less the meat of my hand is on my strings here. So I actually made this song while trying to find out how to play another song from Final Fantasy. If you played Final Fantasy X, I covered another song by it, and during one, I think it's in Scenery of Spear as the song name, and it sounds something like this. Or that's what I came up with, and that got me these chords. So then the rain kind of came about just arpeggiating these chords. So you take the chord and just play the notes individually, and then I do it palm muted too. So that first chord we're going to be playing with here is the 5th fret on the A, then the 3rd fret on the D, and then the 5th fret on the G string. And I have the tab, of course, in the description, as well as the original video and a few covers for it. So it starts out there. It actually starts an octave up from that, but we're just going to go right into the verse, and the very beginning part, the intro to the song, is exactly the same as the verse, just brought up an octave, so brought up 12 frets. So another thing I want to point out is that these notes are really quick. They're not it's a palm muted, and just as soon as you get it, just bring your left hand off. Really quick notes there. So yeah. So anyway, let's start with the delay. What you want to do with the delay is get it so that the note that's coming back at you is coming back at you as the upbeat of the next note you're playing, if that makes sense. So let me see if I'm just going to do the first two notes here and play them. So I want that delay to go in right after the next note I play. So that's kind of the tempo you're looking for. And that way, with the really quick notes, the delay will fill in those gaps. And so it's just that chord, and we're just going to arpeggiate up and down it. So now this is going to take a little bit of practice, and depending on what delay setting you have on, it's going to take a while to get the timing. I've played this song a billion times, so I can just jump right into it, but I remember right when I started playing it, it took me a while to figure out what tempo I needed to be at to get that sort of effect. So, alright, cool. So it starts off with that chord, and I'm just going to go through the main riff in this video, so it's not 20,000 minutes long, and if you want to know the rest of it, the tabs in the description. So we just arpeggiate that chord for a while, and then a little transition is on the G string here. So 5th fret, it's hard to tell. Without the delay on too, it kind of sounds more like a hoedown. Sounds kind of silly. So that's what that's what you're actually playing. So that little fill there is 5, 5, 3, 2 if you're talking in frets on the G string, and then we move to the next chord, which we're going to arpeggiate the same way, which is 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, starting at the A string. So A, 3rd fret, D, 2nd, and then G, 3rd fret. So let's see what we got so far. Then another fill, and mostly on the G string, 3, 3, 2, then 3 on the D string. It's all on the tabs, so maybe I'll just leave it up to that so I'm not just throwing a bunch of numbers out here. And then the next chord, so far we got this one, and the next chord is 5, 3, 2. I use this chord quite a lot in a bunch of my songs. So that's also on the A, D, and G strings there. So far, yeah. Then this next chord, no transition here. So here, we're starting on the A string, 1st fret to 5th fret. Again, quick notes. And then really that same chord as before, 3rd fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G. And then it starts over. And we add another note here. And then as the song goes along, later on, less palm muting. And as well as those chords there. When things kind of intensify. Which I kind of messed up there. But yeah, so this chord, tabs in the description. So, well, 5, 3, 5 to 3, 2, 3 to 5, 3, 2. This isn't getting confusing. To 1 on the A string, and then that same previous chord, 5, 3, 2. And then and there's one other part I guess I can go through. Pretty simple song. And then we move to open string starting. So instead of starting with the first, we just start with an open. So those last two chords are a G, 3 on 3rd fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the D, and then 3, 2 on the G string. And then one of those times through I like to hold out the A there, 2nd fret on the G string, and then it's just an F power chord, or an F bar chord, excuse me, but just arpeggiated like that. And then it also ends on that. Get rid of the palm muting and get rid of the quick notes here and just hold it down. And you're just arpeggiating a F bar chord there. So yeah, I think that's the basics of it. If you wanted in more detail, tab again in the description. This one isn't very organized. I apologize. I didn't know where to start with this song. I guess I could go over these chords as well. They're all thirds for that one part. 8, 7. These are all starting on the D string, the D and G. 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, 3, 3, 2. Which I just messed up. There we go. Alright, so a less organized lesson this time around, but hope you enjoyed learning the song and I could help you out a little bit. And if you want to post a video response for it, I love getting video responses. It's really cool, so it's cool to get those. So yeah, that's Rain.